Do you want your heart to have a big hole in it? Xiao Yu's affirmative vote really angered Sushi, who scolded him furiously. She wasn't angry because she couldn't return to the surface, but rather because she was worried about Xiao Yu's safety. After all, Xiao Yu had survived this long only because of the B-grade hunter who possessed healing abilities. If it weren't for this girl who was fuming with anger in front of him, he would have died long ago. Xiao Yu apologized to Sushi, and she blushed and said he should take her out to dinner to show his apology and gratitude. Xiao Yu agreed, and they continued to move forward together. The group made their way into the deepest part of the cave and discovered a peculiar door at the end. It was adorned with intricate patterns and sculptures. The leading hunter mentioned that they were likely the first group of hunters to enter the cave, and if anyone had concerns, they could stay behind without being forced to join the adventure. The team had been following the leader hunter for many years and had great trust in him. Thus, they all decided to follow him into the unknown. As they pushed open the door, the room was automatically illuminated by a blue flame. If it were any ordinary person, they would have been scared away by this sight. However, this group of hunters, who were self-proclaimed as powerful, and their desire for prey, blinded them from any danger. At this moment, they still had no idea what kind of terrifying monster they were about to face. Before their eyes was a grand and solemn chamber filled with towering sculptures covered in moss, but still emanating a dignified aura. Each stone figure held various types of cold weapons, and it felt as if they were all staring at the group. With a sense of unease, Xiao Yu looked towards the giant statue directly in front of the entrance. He was likely the leader of this group of sculptures. The leader statue held a stone tablet, and the inscription on it was slightly covered by moss, making it difficult to read. The hunters tried to make out the words and read them out softly. However, at that moment, the door suddenly slammed shut, and the torches that were once lit changed color, causing everyone to jump in a fright. Sushi screamed in terror because she had just seen the largest leader's statue's eyes move, scrutinizing the unreasonable intruders. Even though Sushi had warned them, most of the hunters remained unfazed. They were too confident in their abilities and underestimated the unknown danger. One D-ranked hunter couldn't stand the absurdity of the situation and decided to leave. He didn't care how big the prey was. Leaving the ominous dome was his top priority. Ignoring the warnings, he tried to force the door open, but he didn't expect to be met with a stone statue holding a giant sword. With one swift strike, the poor hunter didn't even have time to dodge and was immediately killed. The statue that had just struck him was still covered in moss, and if it weren't for the fresh blood on the sword, no one would believe that a stone statue could kill a professional hunter at such a shocking speed. Everyone was terrified, holding onto Sushi, who was screaming in terror. Xiaoshu turned around and found himself staring directly at the giant statue. Although the stone figure had yet to move its limbs, its eyes were glowing with a terrifying light.
Oh my god, Sushi was right. We're finished! We're finished!
The stone statues in this chamber were not real stones. They were the prey. However, in this situation, the hunters in this chamber were probably the real prey. Xiao Yu was shocked and overwhelmed by everything in front of him. His pupils trembled uncontrollably as he stared at the stone statue. He, who couldn't even slay a D-ranked prey, was now facing a monster of this terrifying magnitude? Could they really handle this enemy?